Hey everyone, it's Shaka from Watch Fifth, and today we're looking at one of those watches that make you forget to check the actual time because you're too busy staring and finding excuses to look at it again and again. This is the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Flying Tourbillon in titanium, reference number 26534TI, one of only 50 pieces ever made. On paper, this watch sounds intimidating. You're looking at a 41mm case with a lug-to-lug over 50mm. But it's important to remember that this is an integrated sports watch. The lugs flow directly into the bracelet, which is one of the main reasons the Royal Oak wears so well on almost every wrist. And despite those dimensions, the watch weighs just 119 grams, which is roughly a quarter of a pound on the wrist. So while the presence is bold and architectural, you barely feel it once it's on. And that's the beauty of titanium. You'll get the presence, the structure, without the heft. It wears bold, confident, and surprisingly comfortable. The choice of titanium is doing a lot of the work here. It gives the watch a rugged and sporty foundation, grounding all the complexity and elegance in something that feels modern and wearable. It keeps the watch from feeling overly precious, even though it absolutely is. This is haute horology with an athletic backbone. The dial is the soul of this watch. The green Grande Tapisserie Evolutive dial is incredibly rich, not just in color, but in the movement. Depending on the lighting, it shifts between deep forest green, vibrant emerald tones, and darker, almost metallic shades. The evolving tapisserie pattern amplifies this effect, making the dial feel alive. It reacts constantly to its environment, which is why it's so captivating in person. This is not a dial you glance at once, it keeps pulling you back in. The flying tourbillon at the 6 o'clock mark is exactly what you expect from Audemars Piguet. Beautifully finished, perfectly integrated, and endlessly mesmerizing. It anchors the dial visually and mechanically, giving your eye a place to rest while everything else plays with light and texture around it. It's a reminder that behind all the drama, this is still serious, uncompromising watchmaking. The integrated titanium Royal Oak bracelet completes the watch perfectly. Light, fluid, finished with AP signature brushing and polished chamfers, it reinforces the watch's sporty identity while maintaining that unmistakable Royal Oak elegance. This is one of those watches that doesn't reveal itself all at once. You move it into atmospheres, different lighting, different angles, just to see how the Grande Tapisserie Evolutive dial shifts in color and texture. It's honestly 50 shades of green. The evolving tapisserie pattern amplifies this effect as light moves across the surfaces, so the dial never looks the same twice. The constant transformation is what makes this watch so addictive. You don't just wear it, you interact with it. While interacting with this watch, sometimes I genuinely forgot that this is a limited edition of just 50 pieces, not because this isn't special, but because the rest of the watch is so visually commanding that the exclusivity almost becomes secondary. The color, the texture, the flying tourbillon, the titanium case, all of that demands attention before the rarity even enters the conversation. This watch is a balancing act done at the highest level. It's sporty yet elegant, loud yet refined, highly complicated but full of energy and personality. It's for someone who's dressed to the nines but never predictable, someone who understands color, proportion, and presence and isn't afraid to lean into all three. The more time you spend with this watch, the more it gives back. And that's what separates something impressive from something unforgettable. Alright guys, that is it for our video for this Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Flying Tourbillon with the green Grande Tapisserie Evolutive dial, reference number 26534TI. If you're interested in this watch or any other, please feel free to reach out to us at watchsawfifth.com or through our social media at watchsawfifth. Would be happy to help. Until next time, take care.